Proverbs 23, verses 20 and 21 says, "Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh, for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags." You may or may not know this, but March 4th of every year is World Obesity Day. And no, I don't celebrate. The idea of having a World Obesity Day is not, as you might think, to warn of the dangers of obesity and encourage the obese to lose weight. From the official website, and I quote, "The day is organized by the World Obesity Federation," didn't know there was one, "whose goals are to change the way obesity is looked at across society and end prejudice against overweight people," end quote. Now, they do also highlight the social, environmental, and medical factors that contribute to a high obesity rate and the ways in which we can change them. But when I first heard about World Obesity Day, I thought, oh boy, here we go with more of this woke nonsense. And there is some of that to be found among those observing World Obesity Day, but I have to agree with one major point that they make. Not all fat people are fat because they are lazy gluttons. Many obese people suffer from serious health issues that cause weight gain, including underactive thyroid, hormonal changes, or both overactive or underactive hormones. Some people suffer genetic issues that make it impossible to eat normally and keep the weight off, even with exercise. Personally, I was told that I was obese using the pseudo-scientific BMI tables when I was only 35 years old, and I was really at my perfect weight at 195. I just laughed at the doctor when she told me I needed to lose 5 pounds in order to get into the overweight category. And in order to be in my normal weight, I would need to get under 160 pounds. Now, the last time I weighed 175 pounds was when I was an unsaved little punk just out of high school, and my mom thought I was on heroin or something because I looked so emaciated. By the time I was 36, though, I had severe asthma and bronchitis, had a really bad attack due to COPD, and I went on prednisone, steroids. And these are corticosteroids, not the kind the weightlifters and bodybuilders use. I went from 225 to 280 in just a matter of months, and that was way too much weight. Thankfully, I've come down below 250 at this point, and I'll continue trying to lose weight. But if you've struggled with your weight, one thing you might have experienced is what I experienced whenever I deal with a rabid liberal or a wicked sodomite. They immediately begin fat shaming me and body shaming me and accusing me of gluttony. So I thought it might be useful to just clarify the matter of gluttony. When the Bible speaks of a glutton, it's basically, we're talking about bulimia. Deuteronomy 21:20, for example, says, "And they shall say unto the elders of his city, This our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard." You remember, we read the proverb, it's among riotous eaters of flesh. These were people who would eat till they were sick. They'd party and get drunk and vomit, and then they'd eat more. So this fella talked about this son who's stubborn and rebellious in Deuteronomy 21. He may be skinny or any size of person and not necessarily obese, but he's still a glutton. It's because of the way he lives, the way he behaves. Jesus wasn't fat, but he was accused likewise of being a glutton in Matthew 11:19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, "Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber." So on this World Obesity Day coming up in March, understand that not all obese people are lazy overeaters. You can be skinny and be a glutton. And those of us who are overweight should take care of ourselves and try to be as healthy as possible, but don't fall for the fat shaming and the lies. And keep your focus on serving the Lord even as you exercise and eat right, as we wait for Jesus, as Philippians 3:21 reminds us, who shall change our vile body that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.